Watch Rival video, you're in it? Ooh, I'll watch the Rival video.
So the League of Legends content creator sphere might have just imploded, all because of one NA jungler bragging on Twitter. I purposely waited a bit to make this video to get the offender's reaction, so included in this video I've got the situation, his reaction, reaction from the community, and response from Riot. Let's get into it. This all began on the 17th of August when 2000 LP rank 1 player and Nunu one trick on the NA server, pentaless, bragged about a 40-0 run to platinum, saying,
This is like literally like this is legit like the equivalent of like this is Kanye wheelchair basketball, but like League of Legends edition and like unironic.
It doesn't understand
how
like fake, quote people can have
you
hundreds
played Nunu and went 40-0 to platinum 4
and still consistently fail the 330 full clear. At the time of writing, this post has been seen almost 2 million times, and most people in the community have commented on it, even Riot themselves. But before we continue, there is preface to pentaless's tweet. On the 12th of August, a post on the subreddit was made about pentaless specifically smurfing, bragging he was 21-0 and flaming anyone in his chat who called him out on it. There was also Twitter discussion, kind of stemming from Riot's response to smurfing / boosting earlier in the month. Outside of boosting or hitchhiking, high elo players started bringing up valid points about why they smurf, like long queue times, target bans, or their educational content creation. Pentaless was one of them. Enter Drew Levin. If you're not aware, Drew is part of product and strategy at Riot and has been working overtime listening and responding to the community on Twitter, which has been met by overwhelmingly positive reception as players are actually seeing their requests answered and resolved. Players have seen Drew's comms as refreshing, striking a nice balance between knowledgeable, respectable, professional, humorous, and transparent, which he's been outputting a lot. Some things he's dealt with span from players self-reporting, like this guy who after being awarded Honor 5 spoke to Drew and said he hadn't in fact been an honourable summoner, to which Drew thanked him for his honesty and hit him with a 2-week chat restriction. Getting involved in the topic of this video, which brings you back to Pentaless's 40-0 tweet. Pentaless's tweet got 3.9k likes, but Drew's response got 6.4k, where he said, "I don't understand how people can look at our dev update about smurfing and think it's a good idea to buy accounts and post about 40-0ing sub-plat games as a 1k plus LP challenger. Do you think we won't enforce our rules and TOS?" To which Pentaless rebutted, saying that the account is hand-leveled with proof. Drew and he went back and...
By the way, guys, I had food poisoning yesterday. For anyone wondering why I ended stream yesterday, I straight up had food poisoning, it turns out.
In response, as a TLDR, this all says he was falsely accused, to which he proved his innocence, and in proving his innocence was banned for 30 days. Further attempting to prove his innocence, he said, "I've most likely been banned due to a bug with older accounts since I initially made it 7 years ago. Although my account was playing with Emerald / Diamond players in normals a month ago, due to an issue with older accounts getting bad MMR, it initially got placed in Iron 4. A similar thing happened to Core JJ in the past, being placed in Iron 1 after going 10-0 in placements, which is why his name in NA is from Iron. I'd also like to mention that I've created the account around the same time that he did, which could explain the similarities in MMR. In his closing statement, he said having all of his accounts banned is abuse of power, and his main, which has not committed a single offense, was also unjustly banned.
It's not abuse of power, bro.
Riot has not historically issued global
that's
bans
how this
except
supposed to
against
go,
players
bro.
who are extremely toxic and...
Bro, by the way, guys, like, yo, on an unrelated note, like, people just don't take this Riot shit seriously. Yo, like, I'm gonna watch the rest of the video after because I'm in game. But, like, bro, you have to realize Riot Games made a post even about, like, selling accounts and buying accounts. Like, they made a big TOS post at the start of the year. And, like, if you don't want to take them seriously, like, fine, bro, because they haven't enforced anything. But they are literally able to do all this shit and ban you on all your accounts to do all this. I used to have an account selling sponsor. I used to advertise that I like, yo, buy accounts here and use my discount code. Once they updated the TOS thing, I said no, because what's going to happen is if they want you banned, they want your global ban, like what they did to Tyler 1 back in the day. They could do what they did to Tyler 1 back in the day. They could do all this shit. They could ban your account. They could ban all your accounts. Like, they could just make it unplayable for you as a streamer. So, like, when you fuck around and you're like, yo, I fucking went smurfed on this fucking... I went 40-0 in Platinum 9, and they're like posting about like how they're trying to get rid of that stuff. Like, you're an idiot, bro. You're just a dumbass. Like, I'm lucky you're the first guy they make an example out of, but like, what do you expect? That's all, bro. Okay, yo, who has the clip of him crying? I want to see now.
I legit fucked her.
Who has the clip, guys? Who has the clip? I wanted to see it, bro.
And run it down, in which I am neither. I am very disheartened to see my main get banned in the crossfire of my hand level account. I was really looking for...
Did he dead ass? I shouldn't watch this on stream, but I'm just like, I mean, if you're
I didn't see me after a 30-day ban, I would just get banned again for some other reason that Riot will suffer. Like, if Riot does not reverse this ban, then I'm pretty sure I played my last game of League. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching.
This is, guys, by the way, this is all over. Like curb stomping 40-0 to platinum 4. No. I was going to sympathize. I was going to feel bad. Then I remembered this is all because he wanted to flex him going 40-0 into platinum 4. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. If you're going to post your, if you're going to, bro, 40-0 to platinum.
And if I don't see you again, goodbye. Peace out.
Chills, bro. Wow, man.
Forward to maybe achieve rank 1 for the end of this split, but it looks like I won't even have the opportunity. Of course, there were a lot of opinions floating around.
I'm the number one hater, bro. I might be going band for band now, bro.
Speaks on educational content in the wake of all this, which was the true nature of pentaless's 40-0 account in the first place, a Iron to Challenger run.
I still will never believe
that
what
do you mean he snitched on me?
Bro,
snitch on me for what?
Against goals, but I've talked about that before. You can be like,
snitch on me for what, bro? I sit here, I hand leveled in a fucking Korea PC bong. Snitch on me, bro. Come snitch on me, bro. Go! I dare you, bro. Come snitch on the boy. I did fucking 3 days of hand leveling, bro.
This here and this here and then this all in, but then the silver player will never be able to replicate that because he is, in fact, silver. If you want to do educational content,
the bot account website, I haven't advertised buying account website since Riot updated their TOS. You can go do a look. You will not see me advertising. You will not find me advertising any account selling sites in months. It has been a limit. Once Riot updated their thing, okay, Nightbot hasn't been updated. Okay, that doesn't count. Nope, that doesn't count. Nope, that's unlucky. Nope, stop. Mods, ban that guy. Mods. That's everything else has been removed. Everything else has been removed. Go look. Everything else has been removed, bro. Go look. Everything else has been removed. Go look. Now try. Nothing,
that's
bro.
Like the perfect elo to do that in. There's nothing stopping you from doing educational content.
You saw this? Let me see it.
In the past, there was a lot of streamers who basically had a link to account purchasing sites where you can buy or sell accounts. I'm not going to name the account purchasing site because then I feel like that's actually a bannable offense by Riot. But here's just a list of some of them on their website I took today. These streamers.
Yeah, my face is on there, bro. I'm not there though. Yeah, they can put my face. I could also put my fucking cock and balls on there, bro. I could let my nuts hang on the site too, bro. They could put whoever they want there, bro. They like, what am I gonna do? Sue them? What am I gonna go do? What am I supposed to do? Sue them? I don't advertise it. Go find anywhere where I'm advertising it. I dare you, bro. You won't. You can't find me advertising the site.
All made money by basically having a link in their description on Twitch, on whatever, about buying or selling.
I haven't. Go find me advertising.
That were either bought or hand leveled in order for viewers to play on. Every single time that they would basically sell an account, they would make a share of the profits and basically just encourage your account. Did any of these streamers face disciplinary actions for doing this?
Get ready.
No.
Yes, but Riot Games TOS update 2025. They updated their terms of service. Look, updating terms of service in January 2025. They changed everything. They did a key changes. Once they made these changes, I took the hint and knew to remove it, bro. Look, I didn't wait to get fucking banned like a dumbass. I didn't wait to get post my 40-0 fucking account to get a serious ban. I preemptively said, you know what? I'm going to take their TOS seriously, and I'm going to remove any account selling. I'm not going to do anything that does this. So look. Bro, I took all this shit seriously. There's one thing in here that says about account, I guess the boosting, this stuff, but I took all this seriously, bro. So that's why I don't like advertise account selling anymore. I took, if you guys knew how much money I was, no, hold on a second, because I'm going to get mad. If you knew how much money I missed out on, since I have turned away, so they changed this in January 3rd, so since the start of the year, if you knew how much money I turned away to not advertise account selling, I am sick to my stomach thinking about the number of money I could have made extra. If all I did was advertise a site that sells accounts, if I just advertise a site that sells account, the amount of money I turned away actually makes me sick to my stomach right now. I'm actually upset thinking about it because I did it preemptively because I never want to be in a position where anybody at Riot, I think like Big Head, I think of the idea of like, what if one person at Riot, for whatever reason, didn't like me for any reason in particular, and they saw me advertising an account selling site and just they could just ban me, bro. They could Tyler 1 me. They could do the Tyler 1 ban, and then I'd be cooked as a streamer, right? If they got bored, bro, somebody could legit get bored and do that. They have the power and the right to do that. So that's why I removed the account selling.
Like Riot Games
But yeah, he's just gonna go on like a rant. I understand he's gonna go on a rant, start like finger pointing at other people and like, what about these guys? Hold these guys accountable. But like, you're a nerd, bro. You're a dumbass. Like, it's all good, bro. It's all love,
in
man.
Master. Like
you're
nothing,
dumbass, bro.
Unless you're a Master Tier player. But if you're a Master Tier player, you probably shouldn't do educational content in Silver to begin with, should you? Then you have to try. True. Then you actually have.
I can show you, like, if I really want to, I can show you guys how much I made last year.
Hey, let's be honest and be like, yo guys, today I want to do unranked to Chal because I want to have a good win rate account and it's fun to stomp low elos. Well, that's a good lesson, but that's one of those, you know, you can teach people about the game
ego check
by playing the game. But if you're a challenger player and you're saying,
yeah, no,
guys,
I know.
I'm doing educational content, stomping this Silver guy, you want to set the wave up like this, I'm gonna go in, do this combo on this Silver guy, and that's how you kill him level 1. Do you think a Silver player is ever gonna walk at him and do what you just did?
All I can say is, guys, I'm missing thousands of dollars.
As a challenger player to kill a Silver player.
I'm missing out on thousands of dollars.
Like even Emerald.
That's all you need to know.
Can walk at an Emerald player and kill him.
Thousands.
It takes nothing. You can easily go teach the same content in Master as you can in Platinum. The only difference is that if you try to do educational content in Master, you'll probably lose half the games. But does that even fucking matter? Shouldn't you teach people to play from behind? If that, like, oh, I'm 0-2. This is how you play from behind. Oh, my team's inting. This is what you do when they're inting. Then you go into Silver game and you're like, okay, I'm 20-0 here, so I'm gonna quick the slow push into ending the game top here at 15 minutes. Oh.
But what's with the other around? If a plat player shouldn't learn from a high elo streamer, how can he actually improve?
But that has nothing to do with what I said. You can learn from a high elo player if they play in human elo.
Others were mostly in support of Riot because who brags about beating plats when you're 2K?
I'm just like a little upset that his take out of all of this was like, he's got to like point the I don't know, bro, whatever, man.
LP on your one trick. But later that day, pentaless finally went live and responded on stream. The stream lasted almost an hour, which I watched so you don't have to. Here were the most relevant clips. And I have to say, although I understand Riot's perspective, there were multiple points of proof and hypocrisy pentaless addresses in this, which honestly just make me think if Riot is going to ban one person for these things, then they just have to ban them all. The inconsistencies in their punishments is just confusing, especially when there's black and white TOS. Anyway, to pentaless's response. Firstly, he says he did in fact hand level this account himself for an unranked to Challenger series. Key detail.
On August 10th, around 9 days ago, I started this account, which was an account that I hand leveled myself in order to do an unranked Challenger series, right? It was going fine. I was winning every game. Nothing ordinary.
Then, after running through a bit of the lore to catch people up on, he begins explaining why the offending account is actually his with more proof.
Let's talk about this thread in general, right? Drew11 said that this account was quote-unquote bot, even though he could not identify the account details, including name and registered email. And he said afterwards, the account doesn't show up on OPGG and he left his work computer in the office. Now, when Ryder says the account is bot on Twitter, I feel like there's a level of expectation for him to actually check first whether the account is bot, right? This account is not bot. I hand leveled this account. I'll show it later. But it is just completely insane to me that someone can go on Twitter as a writer, get hundreds of thousands of views on a tweet, thousands of likes, accusing me of something that I haven't done. And once he figured out I didn't buy the account, he didn't even apologize. He just doubled down and did something else and accused me of something else which I didn't do, which I'll show later on as well. But
by the way, on an unrelated note, if he just had a Smurf account that he like played on and didn't post him publicly dunking on like really low elo players, nothing would have happened. It's because he like had the flex that he like 40-0 stomped like legit like iron, bronze, silver, gold players. Like if you have an account, like bro, even if he bought an account and like had a decent win rate, like nobody would say anything. But because he like did it in the most extreme pub stomping lowest way possible, he's in trouble. That's literally what it is.
I will show why this account isn't bot with a lot of things that indicate this account isn't bot. First one is that this account was leveled with co-op versus AI games.
11's my goat, bro. Don't speak on his name like that.
Screenshot, I can show you that I bought XP boost and
go
win boost.
Why don't you go? Why don't you go fucking?
Fastest way by far to
why don't you go clip this guy crying again, dickhead?
You go into intro co-op versus AI games. You win the game as fast as you can, and for every win you get around 216 XP in win boost and a couple of XP in normal boost, right? So if you have money, which I do, and like level up account as fast as you can, you just buy XP boost and play co-op versus AI. But let's take a look at the account in question, right? and why it's hand leveled. So as you can see here, rank games, blah, blah, blah. And then we go on into co-op versus AI games. People can argue that this is not me, but there's a lot of indications that this is actually me leveling up this account, right? As you can see, the AI co-op versus AI games started August 7th, 2025, and when I finished this was on August 9th, 2025.
Game, by the way.
If you look at my stream history, I've been consistently streaming most days, but there's a break between August 7th and August 9th because I was quite literally hand-leveling this account. My last stream title before that was I was turbo locked in. I don't know what I was doing, but I think I was climbing League Ladder. And next, I said 0-0 on rank start, which was a new account that I just leveled up. In addition, not only is this,
streams,
I think it shows a lot, I leveled this account because I also had a break in between. I played AR Earth games with friends. As you can see, 1:14 a.m. I played a bot game. 1:45 a.m. I got into
about that grind,
AR Earth
bro.
games with my friends.
You ain't about that grind, bro. I see those 3-hour streams,
I went back to playing co-op versus AI games. You ain't
about it like
going
that.
back to this post, this is the exact same thing I mentioned again. Sorry,
you ain't about it, bro.
XP boost by, win boost by, play with friends, level it up myself. And another thing, final thing, any writers who watch this, you can check IPs and the machine. I don't know how to do this. I can't do this myself. But Riot knows that these bot games and every game that I played on this account was played by me because I use the same machines, I use the same IP addresses, all of that. Vanguard can tell. And finally, the last thing is my username. For those of you who do not know, my username on this account is Eriki with 5 eyes, which is how I logged into this account. And my username on my main account is Eriki with 4 eyes, right? Which clearly shows I made these accounts at close to the same time because they're quite obviously also each other.
He then runs through Riot's reasons for his bans, followed by Drew's own reasons, and looks to disprove them.
Now, what was the reason that I exactly got banned? Well, when I asked Riot, they gave me this reason, MMR elo boosting. So just to read it out, they said that I was logging into another player's account to play a ranked game. The intent is to increase MMR. The ranked game cannot be created by original player, maybe consider boosting, resulting for punishment, rank manipulation, group camping, flex queue, and intentionally losing rank MMR using one of these E-ranked accounts arbitrarily pushed up. This account, if I can put up, has not played any flex queue games, has not played any dual queue games in ranked, no flex game games, and if you see rank solo duo, if I scroll down, there are some people I played 2 games with, but that's just because I got them 2 games in a row. It was painfully obvious I did not dual queue with anybody in order to basically increase their rank. Let's get into Drew's reasons on why I got banned for League of Legends. Now, there's quite a lot of them. I don't think he can figure out a reason himself. But the most reasonable reason I can think of is, one second, is this one, where Drew states that a challenger player getting gapped by silver gold jungler, and you think the challenger player play normally. He's referring to this game where I lost against Emerald 3 average lobby.
No, like, this is reasonable. He's a Nunu main, so, like, if he's playing anything but Nunu, he's going to play at, like, a below Emerald level. That's completely understandable, no?
In normal games before this account. However, if you take a look at the actual normal games on this account, if I scroll down far enough, you can see that, this one game was the only one game that I lost in a session, while basically stomping every other game, being in normal or high normal MMR, since I'm playing against Emerald 3 players, Silver 1 players, Gold 3 players, Gold 1 players, tier average, right? Drew wants to imply that I got an Iron 4, I intentionally lost games, or I found some sort of way to intentionally trick the system that I'm an Iron 4 player, so that's why I got placed into Iron 4, but this is simply not true. This is actually a problem in Riot Games matchmaking himself, right? I feel like it is completely disingenuous to just include one game where I didn't perform the best in, when the other
Challenger
3 games right before it, I'm giving a clear indication to Riot Games on my skill level, right? These are absolute carries, and you can see Riot Games knew what my skill level is in normals, and that's why they placed me against Emerald, Platinum, Diamond, Emerald, Gold, Bronze, Platinum, Silver, and all of these things, right? Either way, it's a clear indication that I wasn't trying to trick the...
You got out-jungled by a guy who's not even ranked.
I was quite literally playing Emerald average lobby players, right?
1K LP Nunu got out-jungled by a guy who doesn't have a rank in League of Legends, by the way. Level 250-something account, never played, doesn't have a rank.
It doesn't make any sense for me to go on account, intentionally win 3 games in a row in order to lower the MMR, and end of it, I just get 1 game where I don't, like, win because my teammates aren't the best, and this is the reason I got banned for manipulation? Huh? I feel like it is absolutely crazy to me to believe that if you take a look at these 4 strings of games in a row, that I was losing intentionally in order to lower my normal MMR. It actually makes no sense.
I'm watching this because apparently I'm in it.
Drew actually implies it is the most bad faith argument you can have.
Then he compares his situation to other creators who haven't received any attention for basically the same thing.
Take a look at what other streamers have been getting away with, right? No hate to any of these other streamers, but again, I'm just showing that Riot Games has historically not cared at all, even about more egregious behavior than this, right? The first thing I want to link is fake challenger coach plays on the ranked #1 account. This is quite literally a video with 500,000 views about a player that wasn't challenger logging on to a current tier 1 pro Griffin's account and playing a ranked game against Tarzan. And somehow Griffin faced no disciplinary action for this. Nothing ever happened to him. After this, he just went on to Korea, played for T1, and now he's currently playing in tier 1. It's not just this. Like, this is, I feel like logging on to the ranked 1 player's account and playing on it as a non-challenger player is even worse.
This brother reaching so hard. This shit is 2 years old, bro. This shit is over 2 years old, bro. There is no way, bro. Like, this shit is 2 years old, bro. They're stepping up, man. Let that thing go, bro. Account sharing was still bannable at this time, no? Yeah, bro. Like, all this shit was, but it's like, you have to think logically, bro. They're like, at the time, they would not take action on these things. These were not they were not issues that like they really concerned or put resources into. It was bannable. If someone like Drew Levin was around at that time doing the job he does, maybe he would take action. But now they have the resources, the people, the energy to actually take action on these things. it's different time periods, bro. Like you could go look at like different rules that have been bended and like it's like really not a crazy concept, bro. If this was 2 weeks ago, fair enough, bro. This is over 2 years old.
But here we have another instance, right? This is more recent, 1 month ago. Doublelift. I dueled with my girlfriend in Plat. Here's how it went. Now he took a Smurf account in order. Well, he was doing a mid challenger challenge in this challenge, but he also dual cube smurfing in order to basically boost his girlfriend up 3 wins. I'm not exactly sure how many games he won and lost, but looking at this video, you can see he wins a game going 16-5-5. He wins a game going 8-2-5, and finally he wins a game going 9-4-13, which is exactly the behaviors that Riot doesn't endorse. But since it's Doublelift, a large content creator who like
he's playing off rule on an account that he's properly playing on, bro. What? He's legit. He's playing on an account that he properly like is doing unranked on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like what?
Views on YouTube, no enforcement action will be taken. And for people arguing that, well, Doublelift's not Challenger mid laner. He hit Challenger like a month after this post. This was quite literally at worst a GM level player smurfing Platinum to like dual queue with his GF. Finally, there have been streamers that have been affiliated with account purchasing sites.
Bro, I'm sure Doublelift like makes one call and gets a hand. Bro, I'm pretty sure Doublelift can get his hands on like a fresh account whenever he needs from.
In the past, there was a lot of streamers who basically had a link to account purchasing sites where you can buy or sell accounts. I'm not going to name the account purchasing site because then I feel like that's actually bannable offense by Riot. But here's just a list of some of them on their website I took today. These streamers all made money by basically having a link in their description on Twitch on whatever about buying or selling or buying Smurf accounts that were either bought or hand leveled in order for viewers to play on. Every single time that they would basically sell an account, they would make a share of the profits and basically just encourage new accounts. Did any of these streamers face disciplinary actions for doing this? No.
And lastly, pentaless's conclusion, including his thoughts on the situation and his true feelings towards this all, recognizing he had had his reputation irreversibly damaged by what is potentially hearsay and allegation.
But my opinion on smurfing is that Riot Games should have banned all smurfing from the start. People should have been limited to only one account, and if people are only limited to one account, I'll be pretty happy because queue times in Challenger will get better. But I'm not the first one to ditch Challenger. I've played in Challenger for basically the whole season. I have some of the most games in Challenger, and I'm getting punished because other people decide to swap to play on lower elo accounts because they don't want to play against me. Or, like, they don't want to play, not me in general, but playing Challenger, which increases the queue time. Anyways, Riot Games, I feel like Riot pretty hard-pressed to ban all Smurfs. As they said, they still allow hand-leveled accounts, so if the queue times in Challenger are ridiculously long, I'll still play on my hand-leveled accounts in order to basically avoid the queue times and be able to play League of Legends. In conclusion, I don't understand how Drew can get away with this. He is a clear sign of a rider that doesn't know much about the rank system, yet he consistently lies over and over again to basically tank and damage my reputation about buying accounts, or like tanking my normals MMR for something else, or like saying that the account I went 40-0 and bought it, 40-0 in Challenger was bought it, which wasn't. And the fact that Drew can use his power to then retroactively issue me a punishment that I already got punished for makes just absolutely no sense to me. Like, it is just crazy because I've believed in Riot Games for a long time. But yeah, give me a second. League of Legends is truly like a good game. For how much like everybody hates about it and everything else, like League of Legends is such an enjoyable game to play, right? I've made some of my best friends on League of Legends. I've met some great people.
Dude, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh, bro. That's disrespectful as shit, bro. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? Stop fucking laughing, bro. Look at you smiling, bro. You disrespectful as shit, bro. You don't like your fans? You don't like your fans?
There might just take some time done before again, and just use their justification to permanent me. Just because I piss off one
It's true though. It's true though.
Accuse me of botting an account and doesn't understand how smurfing works. To me, this just makes no sense. But anyways, if this ban isn't reversed, like, this is probably going to be my last stream of League of Legends. Even though, like, I'm pretty sure I've had over 10,000 hours in this game.
My mom is kind of homeless.
Sorry. It's been, like,
I live with my dad. I want to help her
waste my time and meet great people. If I know the moment I come back to League of Legends, even after 30-day ban,
dude, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh, bro. That's disrespectful as shit,
if Riot's not reverse this ban, I'm pretty sure I played my last game of League. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and
watch this streamer get emotional over a fan's heartbreaking situation.
I know that section was kind of long.
You're gonna want to save some napkins on the side.
Following all this, pentaless hasn't said anything, and Drew's umbrella response was absolutely seen today, watching a bunch of people crash out because they're starting to understand we're serious about enforcing our rules, and a bunch of other people crash out because they think I have a secret button where I unilaterally ban challenges for giggles. I feel like the situation is mostly resolved, if you want to call it that. I think pentaless is still banned, and Drew is just responding to others on Twitter, but I want to know what you guys think. Whose side are you on? Should smurfing be literally abolished like pentaless said, or do you think Drew's in the right? Let me know below, and thank you for watching.
I think, look, my final take, guys. Okay,
combination.
So there is TOS, right? There's things you need to follow in the game, and if this stuff is now this is stuff that they're trying to crack down on, and been very vocal about banning it. The examples he brought up are just so, I don't want to say like irrelevant, but the pentaless examples were fucking Dante's using Griffin's account 2 years ago, right? That's one of his things is like, yo, but look at this. This guy fucking played on a challenger account 2 years ago. All right, bro. Thank you, man. Like back in ancient times. Sure, bro. Griffin was in NA. That guy, like in the time that this happened, Griffin literally hit puberty, went to Korea, played professionally on a Korean team, lived in Korea, went back to NA, went to Brazil, played professionally in Brazil, and is still waiting to go through puberty. And we're pulling it up as reference for like, yo, we need to make the rules. Like, it needs to be, come on, guys. Let's be fair about the bans and stuff. Like, this was not a thing, bro. And then the other thing he brings up is double lift, bro. And it's like, double lift on his new account where he's playing mid lane, bro. He duoed with his girlfriend for content. It is literally not, like, sure, bro, like, like, this is not even malicious, bro. He played, like, 2-3 games with her purely for content. It's not like she's, like, it's very clearly not, like, if you go to her account, I guarantee she's not, like, viciously trying to fucking boost her account, bro. Like, he's legit just trying to make chill content, man. Like, it's really not that serious. But I think going 40-0 and pub stomp, bro, 40-0 pub stomping iron, silver, gold players, Voss? That's, like, multiple games after games of just bullying fucking kids in wheelchairs pretty much, bro. Like, what are you, like, that's, and bragging about it is so insane, man. And then on top of that, you're gonna pull up the account selling sites who are, for, like, first off, bro, I don't even, like, I could say for myself, I don't even advertise or am involved with this site, bro. I got no ties at all. I got nothing, bro. I just think you should take your ban and not, like, look for random other things to, like, I don't know, bro. I just don't think you should have to, like, grab other, like, there's just, like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, understand your situation, what you did and what you're in trouble for, and then find something like different. 20% off, use code nickich. No, bro, that's not a thing anymore. By the way, like, any other streamer would actually just use this to, like, catapult themselves. Like, I'm, like, with all due respect, bro, more people know him and about him right now than ever before. Like, if he was really about it, bro, he would go, turn on his stream, log on a level 1 account, hand level it in front of everybody, and then go play ranked on it. It's not even a perma, bro. It's a 30-day ban. If you're able to do that, that's what you do, man. You just go make a new account. Just go hand level. Like, what? Let me go look. Wait, let me go see the ban. Let me go look at it. I mean, like, your account received the following temporarily suspended. I mean, this looks like a ban that's just associated with the account. Pretty sure it's a hardware ban, so all his accounts are auto banned. I think they said he was banned on the other accounts because they're all linked to the same email. I think it's because they're all linked to the same email that they received the same ban. Just a break, yeah. It's just 30, bro, legit 30 days. He's got 30 days. Dual queue with your girlfriend when? Yeah, you're perma.